and we're going to be ending sanctuary cities if we find it necessary to do in certain major areas, and we may just end the entire thing altogether.
You just heard President Trump drop what might be the most consequential move of his second term. He's floating a new executive order to eliminate sanctuary cities, entire jurisdictions defying federal immigration law. Now, whether you support the decision or have concerns, this isn't just about politics. It's about safety, law, and the role of the federal government. Let's break it down, what it means, why it matters, and how it could reshape the national conversation on immigration.
For some reason, Democrats want to keep and they want to shield criminals from being sent back to their countries or being sent to prison. And we're going to be ending sanctuary cities if we find it necessary to do in certain major areas. And we may just end the entire thing altogether because it's just a way of protecting criminals. And nobody else is benefited by that. And for some reason, Democrats want to keep and they want to shield criminals from being sent back to their countries or being sent to prison. And in the meantime, the crime rate has gone through the roof. Under Biden, it was through the roof. It's starting to come down, but we're taking a lot of people out of here. So we may be presenting you very shortly with a executive order ending sanctuary cities.
Let's start with sanctuary cities. These are places, cities, sometimes entire states, where local officials have made the decision to not cooperate with federal immigration enforcement. That means ICE can issue a detainer for someone in custody, and the local jail will just release them. Even if they've got a criminal record, even if they've already been deported before, even if they're a danger to the community. It's happening in places like San Francisco, New York, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles. The list goes on. Now, the original argument for sanctuary policies was about building trust between immigrant communities and police. But this has gone way beyond that. What we're seeing now is outright defiance of federal law by elected officials at the expense of public safety. So when the president says, we're going to stop giving federal money to places that refuse to enforce federal law, that's not extreme. That's logical. We're a nation of laws. That only works if the laws are actually enforced, not ignored based on political whim. Now let's talk executive orders. Do I love the idea of presidents governing by executive action? Not really. That's Congress's job, and I wish they'd do it. But here's the problem. Congress has become gridlocked, especially on immigration, and when cities start taking matters into their own hands, directly contradicting federal law, the president has an obligation to act. We saw this under Obama, we saw it under Biden, and yes, we're seeing it now under Trump. The difference is, this executive action actually enforces the law instead of rewriting it. Cutting off federal funding isn't just punishment, it's a correction. It sends the message, you don't get to harbor criminals, and then expect the rest of the country to pay for it. This is about restoring balance, making sure federal law means something again, and keeping communities safe. All right, guys, that's it for today. We're not talking about some far-off hypothetical here. This is real policy, real consequences, and a federal government finally drawing a line. If you think sanctuary cities have gone too far, if you believe we need to enforce the laws already on the books, then this is a conversation we have to be having. So do me a favor, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who still thinks sanctuary policies are about kindness instead of chaos. And yeah, drop a comment below. I read them all, especially the ones that challenge the narrative. And if you want more unfiltered, no BS commentary, head over to steadfastandloyal.com, where we call it like it is every single day. As always, stay informed, stay free, and stay steadfast and loyal. I'm Jimmy Parker. Thanks for joining us.